Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. Today we are discussing the latest generation Rolex Oyster Perpetual Explorer II. This is the 226570. This is a certified pre-owned Rolex watch. So before we jump into what this watch has to offer, let's talk real quick about what it means to be certified pre-owned. Our company only offers certified pre-owned Rolex watches and new ones. There is no merely used Rolex watch around these parts. CPO is backed by Rolex itself, which means the 2-year warranty you get is backed globally by Rolex itself, not by a retailer. You will get all the original boxes, papers, and accessories from retail if they are present with the watch, but at a bare minimum, every Rolex Certified Pre-Owned watch comes with this lovely CPO branded box. This is the outer packaging. Within that, you get a lovely leatherette travel pouch, which has a snapshot lock and a suede lining. It's beautiful little accessory. So if you want to travel with one watch on your wrist and maybe one in the pouch, it gives you some flexibility. The warranty card is globally valid. So if you buy your watch in London and you need service in Manila, you just take this card with your watch. Rolex will honor it at any of their points of sale and service. To that end, we have this booklet that details information about Rolex Certified Pre-Owned, about Rolex.com, about how to care for your Rolex. It is a broad, wide-ranging discussion of the CPO experience, which is the Rolex experience, just certified and pre-owned. We also get a little leatherette wallet. You can see it features a warranty manual, which is distinct from this book, which features the Rolex Warranty Network. This is the terms and conditions of the warranty. And of course, my favorite part and the most amusing is that you get this little CPO seal that includes a holographic insert. So this will be distinctive of the CPO models. Taking a look at the watch now, this is the latest generation of the Explorer II. So we're talking about a watch launched as you see it in 2021. 42 millimeters in diameter in stainless steel. I measure it 12.5 millimeters thick from lug to lug to just the case. It is 50.1 millimeters. From end link to end link, it is 52.7, then it's got a 22 millimeter spacing between the lugs. We'll throw it on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference. Take a quick look, get a sense of the fit. It's on the large side for Rolex, though not the huge side. You can see it's thin, it's flat, it's flush. It'll slide easily under a dress cuff. I would say you're fine for a 16 centimeter circumference wrist. Anything smaller, and you're going to want to look for Rolex 41 or 40 millimeter case size to fit. Now, the watch is quite slender when viewed in the cuff profile, and you can see that the sloped bezel allows the sleeve to ramp up and over. I think down the barrel is probably the truest angle, and you can see that the lugs are not quite out over the edge of my wrist, not quite. Over the top right now, we're going to take a look at the Oyster bracelet. A little bit of a distinction compared to the prior generation of 42 millimeter Rolex Explorer II. This watch has thinner lug profiles and a slightly broader bracelet and end links. This is now a 22 millimeter spacing. The prior 6-digit reference, the 42, that was a 21 millimeter spacing. So the lugs themselves are thinner and the end link is broader. And the links continue broader all the way down to the clasp, so though it looks similar to the previous clasp, it is just a little bit wider. Everything is symmetrical. It is a unique clasp. This is a unique bracelet. Two different locking systems. You can see we've got this spring-loaded lift lock with a beacon to hook, and then we've got the clamshell lock externally. You can also note that when the clamshell is locked, there's this little kerf so you can dig in your nails to pop the clamshell open, lift the lock, unlatch. We have Rolex's tool-free Easy Link 5 millimeter in-out adjustment mechanism here. There's also 3 pairs of divots inside the clasp if you want to use your strap tool to move the anchoring point in and out to fine-tune the fit. We have several removable links fixed by screws, and all of this steel is Rolex Oystersteel 904L. It is a nickel-intensive stainless steel that is particularly resilient to corrosion. Believe it or not, 316L can corrode if you don't rinse it after exposure to sweat or sea salt, so this watch does not have that limitation. We have an Oyster case. There are several different profiles of Oyster case. You can see this one is broad and flat. Satin lug hoods, polished case flanks. We have large crown guards. You can see that this is a twin lock crown in steel. Every Rolex crown has a little cipher to let you know, and this little slash indicates a twin lock in steel. We have the Rolex Oyster case back, and in combination, these features endow the watch with 100-meter water resistance, so you can absolutely swim with it. While a lot of modern Rolex watches feature ceramic bezels, this one retains a well-loved heritage element that's been part of the Explorer II since the first in 1971, and that's the radially brushed second time zone scale. It's a metal bezel. It has a sort of lapping machine radial grain. We have these lacquered black numerals and indices, and then we'll do a quick lume shot so you can see that the blackened hands and indices give you plenty of luminescence. Take a close look there. You can see all 4 hands are illumined. That includes the large triangular index for the secondary time zone, a 24-hour scale. And then underneath the minute hand, we've got the local hour. That's the time where you are. That is a 12-hour scale. And that is the hour that drives the date. Now, Rolex Chromolite lume was renewed for this generation of Explorer II, so although the blue hue is familiar, it is a little bit brighter in this application than on the prior 216570. You can see how I'm able to adjust the local time and I'm not stopping the seconds hand, so I can make these adjustments as I jump either way across the international date line right there. But if I do want to set everything in sync, I pull the crown out. This activates hacking or stop seconds. Now I can set precisely against a reference time. If you want to tell this watch apart from the prior model, there are 2 quick and easy ways to do it. One, take a look at the lugs. Are they thin? If they are, it's the 2nd generation Explorer II 42. The other, and this is the real telltale, little Rolex crown between Swiss and made. Cyclops eye magnifier. You can see that the date and the date wheel, they are black on white, and the dial is black on white, so these 2 things match color. What you can see is that this is not actually Rolex's usual silver white metallic sunburst. This is a true chalky sort of opaline white. Now inside the case we have a new movement family. The 3100s are gone. This is the 3285, 2 time zones and 12 and 24-hour scales. Automatic winding with a ball bearing system on the rotor, no longer a jeweled staff, bidirectional winding. 70-hour power reserve, Rolex Chronergy Liga-etched escapement. So that is a very advanced type of lever escapement that, along with a larger mainspring inside a thinner barrel and a reprofiled drivetrain, helps this watch elevate the previous model's 48-hour power reserve up to 70. It's a 4 Hz beat rate. It's still 31 pivot jewels. And it still has a full balance bridge with a free-sprung balance for shock resistance. The Rolex free-sprung balance with micro-Stella variable inertia nuts allows precise regulation without the vulnerability of a mobile stud index. The overcoil hairspring used here is designed with an overcoil, which means that it will keep excellent and very consistent time isochronous in different physical positions, but it is also a niobium zirconium alloy known as Parachrome Blue that is incredibly anti-magnetic. So this watch is water resistant, shock resistant, and highly resistant to magnetism. Lots going on there. Superlative chronometer officially certified. What does that mean? It means that this watch has been tested as a fully cased timepiece to run no worse than -2 +2 seconds per 24 hours before it left Rolex, and then subsequently as a certified pre-owned Rolex before it left the workshop. So this is a watch that has a lot to recommend it. Rolex makes the entire watch, including some parts that are often overlooked. Shock protection is not easy to make. Almost every brand farms that out. Rolex makes its Paraflex shock protection in-house. Rolex even makes the very lubricants used in the movement, so it is the most vertically integrated watch manufacturer in Switzerland. To learn more about this Rolex Certified Pre-Owned Explorer II 42, reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.